Now we will discuss what is the relation between capital G and small g. What is capital D? Capital G, it is universal gravitational constant. Small g, acceleration due to gravity. Now for that one, I have to consider the earth. Now consider the earth. This is the earth of mass ME. E stands for earth. Let capital RE be the radius of the earth from the center. Now we will consider an object above the surface of the earth. We will consider some object, point object of mass small m, which is at a certain height h from the surface of the earth. We have considered the earth of mass me and radius RE. Now consider a point object of mass m at a certain height h from the surface of the earth. Now what is the actual distance of that point object from the center of the earth? For that one we have to add radius to the height. So therefore the actual distance between the two is RE plus h. That means that point mass is at a distance of RE plus h from the center of the earth. Now since these two are having masses according to universal law of gravitation, so there is a gravitational force between the two. The gravitational force of attraction between those two, earth and the point object, is given by capital G ME small m divided by square of the distance. Now here square of the distance is RE plus h whole square. Now this is the gravitational force of attraction between the two. Now according to Newton's second law, now this point mass is attracted towards the earth. It is moving towards the earth because of the gravitational pull. It is falling down with a constant acceleration A. Now this earth exerts a force according to Newton's second law. Now that force exerted on the point mass by the earth is given by m into g, where small m is, it is the mass of the point object, and g is acceleration due to gravity. Now here g is universal gravitational constant. Now this g is acceleration due to gravity. Therefore, what is the acceleration due to gravity? G is equal to F divided by m. Now substitute for F from the above expression. So we will get from the above expression F by m becomes G ME divided by RE plus h whole square. Now this is the relation. Therefore capital small g is equal to capital G ME divided by RE plus h whole square. One relation we have obtained. If you assume that this point mass is just on the surface of the earth, ಈಗ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನು h height distance ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಬಂತು. If that m, if h is equal to 0, what is that meaning? If the point mass or the point object is on the surface of the earth, then what happens? H becomes 0. So in this expression, so we will get the value of g is equal to capital G ME divided by RE square. One more important relation. Now this is the final relation between acceleration due to gravity and universal gravitational constant. Small g is equal to capital G ME divided by RE square. So that is the relation between the capital G and the small g. Now we will study what is the expression for acceleration due to gravity for an object above the surface of the earth. ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ನ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವನ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರೇಷನ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಗ್ರಾವಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡುವ. ನಾವು ಫರ್ದರ್ now consider a point mass of mass small m which is at a height h from the surface of the earth as shown in that diagram. Now what is the distance of that point mass from the center of the earth? The distance of that point mass from the center of the earth, it becomes Re plus h. That we know. Since those two masses are having a gravitational attraction, the gravitational force F of h, we will write it as F of h because this force is varying with respect to height. In order to indicate that one, we are writing it as F of h. So it is equal to, we know that one, the gravitational constant capital G, and m1 it is nothing but mass of the earth, m2 it is nothing but mass of the point object, and divided by the distance of square of the distance of separation, it is Re plus h whole square. That is well known equation. According to Newton's second law, that point mass is accelerated towards the earth because of the gravitational pull, and that is given by F is equal to m into g. Here we will write it as g of h because this acceleration due to gravity is also varying. So therefore, what is the acceleration due to gravity? G of h is equal to, it is F divided by m. Now substituting for F in the from the above equation, so we get G me small m divided by Re plus h whole square into one more m is there. Now these two get cancels. Therefore, we got the expression for acceleration due to gravity above the surface of the earth. This is very important relation. This is the expression for acceleration due to gravity for an object above the surface of the earth. Now look at here. G universal constant, m e mass of the earth is also a constant. Re radius of the earth also is constant. The only variable is h. Therefore, the acceleration due to gravity is inversely proportional to the square of the height of the point object from the surface of the earth. So ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ ನೀವು ಹೈಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ 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 ಆದ ಹೋದಂತೆ ಸೊ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, therefore gravitation value ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. So very simple, as height increases from the surface of the earth, the acceleration due to gravity goes on decreases. Now we will make one assumption that if that point object is very close to the surface of the earth, that means h is very very smaller compared to the radius, height is very small compared to the radius of the earth. In that case, what we will get? Now this is the original expression. From this one, so we will have, so g of h is equal to, so g me divided by, if I take Re square outside, so Re square into, now here I am getting 1 plus h by Re. It is a simple mathematics, whole square. What we have made in this expression, in the denominator Re is taken common out, so therefore here it is 1 plus, since here there is no common term of Re, therefore it should become the denominator. Now look at this expression, G me divided by re square, which is equal to acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth. Therefore, so G of h is equal to small letter g divided by 1 plus he divided by re whole square, where so g is equal to capital G me divided by r square is on the surface. Acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth, that we have derived in the previous session. That is G me divided by re square or e square is replaced by acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth. And if you further simplify this one, taking the denominator term to the numerator, you will get 1 plus h by re whole square minus. So by binomial expansion, by using the binomial expansion, so this can be further written as G of h is equal to G into 1 minus 2h by re. This is the final expression. Now this is expanded by binomial theorem, neglecting the higher order terms. While expanding with the help of the binomial theorem, we are neglecting the higher order terms. That means h by re whole square, whole cube, these are the higher order terms. They are neglected because since h is very small, h by re whole square becomes still smaller, cube becomes still smaller and smaller and smaller. Therefore, we are neglecting the higher order terms, so only retaining the first order term. So, final expression for acceleration due to gravity for an object above the surface of the earth is given by G of h is equal to G into 1 minus 2h divided by re square. Now, as height increases, this term decreases, therefore acceleration due to gravity decreases. Therefore, as we move above the surface of the earth, the acceleration due to gravity goes on decreases. One more thing, this relation, while solving the problems, we have to use this relation if and only if this condition is satisfied. If h is very, very small compared to the radius. Earthನ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ಗೆ ನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗಳ ಕೇಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಫ್ h is almost comparable to the half of the radius of the earth. If h is almost comparable to the half of the radius of the earth and above ಇತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, we have to make use of this relation while solving the problems. Should remember these two important points. Now we will study acceleration due to gravity below the surface of the earth. That means if you consider a point object of mass small m which is at a depth d from the surface of the earth. Now, what is the distance of this point mass from the center of the earth? It becomes re minus d as shown in the figure. So therefore, distance, it becomes re minus d, distance between them. Obviously, there is a gravitational force of attraction. Now that gravitational force of attraction is given by f of d. Here we will write f of d. Now f of d is equal to, so capital G and mass. Now here, not the entire mass of the earth is going to contribute for the gravitational force. Since the point mass is inside the earth surface, the outer shell, now this one, will not contribute for the gravitational force. Only this inner shell mass that we have represented it as ms is going to attract this point mass that we have studied in previous classes. two results in the case of spherical shell. If the point mass is outside the spherical shell, then obviously there is a gravitational force. If the point mass is inside a hollow spherical shell, the gravitational force is zero. That concept you are using. So ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ನ ಹೊರಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಮಾಸ್ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ತ್ ಇಂದು ಅದು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡೋ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ this sphere of mass ms is only going to attract that point mass. Therefore, here instead of writing me, here we have to write ms, mass of that inner sphere, into mass of the point mass divided by square of the distance of separation, that is re minus d whole square. You should remember this one. This is gravitational force. Then according to Newton's second law, now that point mass is having an acceleration that is given by, so force F of d is equal to m into, so here we will write as m into g formula, g of d, because this acceleration due to gravity is changing with respect to the distance. That's why we write it as g of d. Therefore, the acceleration due to gravity, g of d is equal to, is f of d divided by m. From the above relation, what is f of d divided by m? So we get g ms divided by re minus d whole square. That is the relation. So therefore, g of d is equal to g ms. Remember this point. Re minus d whole square. This is the relation. That is the acceleration due to gravity below the surface of the earth. But we don't know the value of ms, mass of the inner sphere. We don't know. But we know the mass of the earth. Earth na mass namage gottide. But me gottide, ms gottilla. Therefore, we have to replace this mass ms by mass of the earth. How can you replace that one? That is one more concept, important. Here, the earth has uniform density, that is mass by volume of the entire earth should be same as mass by volume of the inner sphere. Density remains the constant. So therefore, density of earth, entire earth, and the density of the spherical shell both are equal. What is density? Mass by volume. Now what is the mass? That is mass of the earth ma divided by volume of the sphere. It is 4 by 3 pi re cube. 4 by 3 pi re cube, mass by volume. So density is equal to mass by volume. That relation we are making use. Now mass of the spherical shell, that is inner sphere, divided by volume of the inner sphere. It is 4 by 3 pi, radius is re minus d whole cube. That is the relation. Since the density remains the constant, we are using this relation. Therefore, 4 by 3 pi, 4 by 3 pi get cancels. What is our aim? I have to replace mass of the spherical shell in terms of mass of the earth, which is known. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅದು. ಅದರಿಂದ replace ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore, what is mass of the spherical shell? ms is equal to, from this relation, re minus d whole cube divided by re cube into mass of the earth. Now that is the replacement. So if I substitute this relation in this formula, so what I am going to get here, so look here, this g ms is replaced by this term, re minus d whole cube into me whole thing divided by re cube. Now here re minus d whole square is there. Re minus d whole square. Okay, now simplify this one. So Re minus d whole square. Now here square cancels, therefore one term is remaining. So remaining term is G M E into Re minus d. It is remaining. Divided by, in the denominator we are having Re cube. Okay. Now I will rearrange this Re cube as G M E divided by Re square, because we know that value is small g, into Re minus d divided by E. But look at this one. What is G M E divided by Re square? Which is acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth. So therefore, so G of d is equal to, I am replacing this term by small letter g into, now dividing that one, I will get 1 minus d by Re. So that is the final expression for acceleration due to gravity below the surface of the earth. Now look here. Now g, what is this is g? So because, so small letter g is equal to g capital M E divided by Re square. This is known. Substituting, that is the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth. ಅದನ್ನ replace ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. Replace ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಫೈನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, acceleration due to gravity below the surface of the earth at a depth d is given by g into 1 minus d by Re square. Now as the depth goes on increases, this term goes on increases. Since it is 1 minus, therefore this term decreases. Therefore acceleration due to gravity goes on decreases. So hence from the surface of the earth ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಂತೆ acceleration due to gravity ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಅರ್ತ್ ನ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹೋದಂತೆ 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 ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋದಂತೆ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದಂತೆ acceleration due to gravity ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ತ್ ನ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ನ ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ acceleration due to gravity ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ? So on the surface of the earth, the acceleration due to gravity is maximum. If you move above, the acceleration due to gravity decreases. If you move below, the acceleration due to gravity decreases. Now that is regarding the acceleration due to gravity above the surface and below the surface of the earth. Now these two are very important for 5 marks derivations. Obtain the expression for acceleration due to gravity above the surface of the earth, 5 marks. Obtain the expression for acceleration due to gravity below the surface of the earth. It is asked for 5 marks.